Need for Speed Unbound has playlists, it's got a solo campaign, it's got proper drifting events now thanks to the Volume 3 update, it's got huge 16-player public events, and it's even got a speed pass. But if they were to add this one feature, the game would be complete in my eyes. Let's go! Alright, first off, I really appreciate you being here supporting the channel, but know that if you like my content, you should catch more of it. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Central on Kick. The link to that is in the description. Come say hi, ask me some questions, and hang out and watch me play some racing games. Alright, so I know you're wondering what I'm talking about, and you probably have a specific feature in mind after listening to that intro, so please put that in the comments down below. I'm really curious to see what you think would complete Need for Speed Unbound. But to me, it's missing only one thing. Well, to be honest, it does need some adjustments and some bug fixes, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actual foundational features like speedless or solo campaign or, racing online or cops or that type of stuff. So as far as that stuff goes, it needs drag racing. I'd prefer it to be with pink slips, but if it's just drag racing, I'd be very okay with that as well. But not just any old drag racing. I don't want that garbage that Forza Horizon 5 has, or even the Crew 2 drag racing. It's super boring. I can't stand it. No, for this, we need to go way back to Need for Speed Underground 2. This had the absolute best drag racing mechanics I've ever played, and for those of you who don't know or didn't get to experience it, it was so fun. You basically had to rev the car and keep your RPMs in the correct zone to get a perfect launch. Then shift at the correct time for perfect shifts, and then you also had to dodge traffic. Now the neat thing about this drag racing mode is that you didn't actually have to steer your car. All you had to do is tell it when to switch lanes and make sure you were shifting correctly and hitting the gas. This would be perfect for Unbound's multiplayer. You ever been rammed in a race before? Yeah, I thought so. This type of drag racing is exactly what I want in Need for Speed Unbound. Now, if they wanted to take it a little bit further, they could add drag racing parts like you have in Need for Speed Heat and allow us to tune the car's gear ratios. That would add a little bit of a different mechanic. That would add a little bit of depth to this drag racing mode if we could change gear ratios for certain drag race parts. It'd be awesome, but honestly, I don't need that. I just want them to copy and paste Need for Speed Underground 2's drag racing into Unbound's multiplayer and then allow us to place bets on who will win. The betting could be exactly that of the side bets in the solo campaign, but then also include an option to race for pinks. Racing for pinks, by the way, Criterion and EA, do you remember what you said in the article before launch? Why even include that in the article? If pinks weren't going to be a thing, why mention it at all? I think we may get pinks in the Volume 4 update, but for more on Volume 4, I'm actually going to be doing an entire video on everything that Criterion needs to put in the Volume 4 update, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, whoever built and tuned their car better and could hit the perfect shifts on a more consistent basis would win a new car, and then they could sell that for money, or they could just keep it if they don't have it. It's the one thing that this Need for Speed can do to bring back a crap ton of players. Criterion, please, if you're listening, bring back drag racing. Now this does present a little bit of a problem when it comes to unlocking cars. Let's say you're drag racing a player who has a car that you haven't unlocked yet. I say if you race for pinks and you beat them, that should automatically unlock that car for you so that you can own it. Or if Criterion really doesn't like that, then you can just own that one version of the car, and then you still have to unlock it in order to have the ability to buy it later on. But I think that either way, there shouldn't be any restrictions on what cars you can own based on what is unlocked and not. Unlocking a car should just allow you to purchase it from the dealership or from the store, and you should be able to own any of the cars if you're racing for pinks. This is something that has to be in the game. Please put drag racing and racing for Pinks in the game. It would be amazing. I would actually really like Pinks to be in all of the events, including the drift playlists and also the regular racing. Anyways, this is me just going out on a limb, hoping that because they did mention Pinks in the very beginning, I really hope that drag racing is something that they're going to bring to the game. And like I said, please give me your thoughts. What is the one feature that you would add to Need for Speed Unbound to fix this game, to complete this game? Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to all the Heat 5 members of the channel. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.